A deadline approaches to once again try to pass the Farm Bill. I'm Steve White on the Rural Radio Network. Many Farm Bill programs were funded through that reconciliation bill, but there is still more work to be done. As we visited with Brad Lubben, ag economist at the University of Nebraska at Husker Harvest Days.
We got a reconciliation bill, but we did not get a Farm Bill. What does that mean for producers?
Well, it means we're partway home. We talk about the big parts of a Farm Bill: commodity programs, crop insurance programs, conservation programs, and food assistance. Those are the four things that we actually did address in the reconciliation bill. Because they're the big parts of the budget and they're the big parts of the reconciliation process. We still have quite a bit of the Farm Bill that's still waiting with a September 30th deadline to try and pass new legislation. Think of some of our research programs and our rural development programs and so on and so forth. There are programs that need new authority for the coming year. So there's still a lot to be done, but the big parts of the safety net for producers are pretty much settled.
But of course, some of that, does that take effect right now? Does it help producers today?
It covers this crop that's in the ground today, but it makes payments after the marketing year is over, which means the bigger payments that are coming, or at least that are expected, show up October 2026. So we know they're coming, but it's a long wait.
And with projections of 189 bushel an acre corn and the possibility of record corn crops and just a glut of corn on the market, we start to hear conversations about, do we need a bridge program that's going to provide some payments between that and the tariff situation? And that's kind of the conversation that's happening, isn't it?
You're right. You know, crop economics have really been going downhill for about 4 years. We've gotten into this year with some emergency assistance passed last December. We have a new safety net, a stronger safety net, but it doesn't kick in for another year in terms of payments. There's an awful lot of talk about how do you get from here to there with tightening cash flow. That's where a potential emergency package might help bridge the gap.
And as you mentioned, we're still dealing with tariff situation. There's still a lot of uncertainty because we've got so many tariffs with so many countries right now. It's kind of hard to wrap your head around the whole situation.
It is. You know, the historical process of let's try and negotiate this at the World Trade Organization, and 20 years of negotiations produce nothing. The alternative is let's fight and negotiate with everybody individually is also tough. And it's really uncertain right now. And we've got tariffs and retaliatory tariffs and pauses on tariffs and some agreements in place or coming. It's just uncertain. And the uncertainty does not help market demand right now.
Meanwhile, our competition in South America is still producing a good crop, and they're really trying to make inroads with countries like China, where we have not been sending soybeans, and there's all sorts of dynamics at play.
There is. We can look in some places and imagine, hey, there are prospects for growth, and we can see some new export opportunities. But our biggest customer has been China, and it's gone. And that's a political decision more than a market decision. You just got to find new markets, or we end up looking also for more domestic demand growth, more processing and alternatives. So,
which brings us to the theme at Husker Harvest Days at the Big Red Building. I see the word risk a lot, and managing that on-farm risk.
Everything we have involves some level of risk, and frankly, if we didn't have risk, we also wouldn't have profitability.
So come down, see the Big Red Building at Husker Harvest Days, and then go to cap.unl.edu. That'd be a good start, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. We've got some good information. We have webinars and other resources on a regular basis.
Nebraska ag economist Brad Lubben joining us at Husker Harvest Days.